Hello again. It's Michelle, and today is Saturday, April 3rd, and I'm about to make my dinner tonight. Tonight we're gonna have a tuna steak with some asparagus, and I'm also gonna make up a mango chutney. So I'm making my mango chutney very, very simple because I already had some leftover salsa mexicana, which they also call pico de gallo. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to chop up my mango because I want to make little cubes to add it with the pico de gallo. And let me tell you, it is so good on tuna. I used to be served it a lot when I lived in San Jose del Cabo. I used to go to a restaurant called Habaneros, and I always used to get their tuna steak, and they would serve it with this mango chutney. So delicious. Just, I don't know, something with the sweetness of the mango with the salsa mexicana and the tuna is just so delicious. I got my trash bag over here on the side where I keep all my trash so that I'm not littering the state park. So I'm just gonna cut some slices off like this, because I'm actually not going to use the whole mango. I'll probably end up having the rest of it for breakfast tomorrow. But that should be enough. Like I said, I'm just going to cut this into cubes. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be pretty at all. It's all about the flavor. So it's another windy day here in Mustang Beach near Corpus Christi, Texas. Very windy. So I have all my protection up here. I have my coolers and my tub that I keep all my cooking things in. I'll show you if I know how to. Oh, I don't know how to twist. It won't let me turn the camera around. So, but here you go. So I got my propane. Here's my tub, and then I just have a couple of coolers, and then there's my container that I keep my Coleman stove on. Just keep all my things in there while I cook. And I have to thank Ryan, my neighbor Ryan, for lending me that Coleman butane stove. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it in the bag with the salsa mexicana. And boom, there's my chutney. Really easy. I mean, it's kind of like cheating. But I'm camping. This is cooking on the road. And that's sometimes we have to take shortcuts. So, here it is. I'll mix it all together. It's going to be delicious. And I'll just show you that on the plate once I'm done. And it's really cold because it's been sitting in my cooler. So I'm just going to leave it out until dinner's done. So next thing I'm going to do is turn on my Coleman. Excellent. Throw my trusty cast iron pan down. And I am going to season it with some extra virgin olive oil. Just a small coat on there to cover the whole layer. And like I always do, I always put a little bit of salt and pepper down before I put my food on there. That way, when I do lay my food on there, as you know, it'll season it. I'm gonna bring my Coleman down a little bit. That way you can see what's going on, because I won't be cutting anymore. So anyway, I put some salt, I put some more pepper, and I finally made it to the grocery store and got some minced garlic. I typically try to buy everything organic, but once in a while, like my salt and pepper is not organic, but olive. So I'm gonna put a little bit of chips on there, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get my tuna out of the cooler. I have a filet mignon tomorrow for Easter. My Easter dinner, so I'm really excited about that because I haven't had any red meat for a few days. Actually, I don't think I've had it for almost a week. So here's my tuna fillet. It's gonna be quite big, but I think I'm gonna cook the whole thing up right now, and then I can just eat it tomorrow for lunch, like the leftovers, because they give you big cuts at the grocery store. Yeah. Here she is. Check her out. She's pretty big. Or is it a he? Who knows? Okay, let's lay her down. I'm gonna scoot her like on the side because I'm gonna add my asparagus to the side. So I'm just gonna have the tuna and the asparagus tonight. Disinfect my hands. I mean, I do have water that I use to clean things, but it's nicer to just kind of have the antibacterial wipes ready to go, especially when you're dealing with fish. My gosh, you should see how big this piece is. Seriously. That is a big tuna fillet. So, if you'll notice, I wanted to tell you, Melissa, my friend Melissa, Louise, you know, if you notice I have this Band-Aid on my finger today. Well, what happened was 2 nights ago, I don't know what I was doing. I was just probably organizing my car or something, and I accidentally slammed my finger in the car door. And like, I've never ever done that before. I've never slammed my finger in the car door. My kids as little children did. So I was like, what the heck, Michelle? What is wrong with you? So I actually was talking to, I have a new neighbor today. His name is Anthony. He's a retired policeman, was in the Army for 20 years, and then he actually became an airplane mechanic. So anyway, I don't know why I brought him up, but I did. So, and then this is garlic salt, which is a new bottle. So I have to. Oh yeah, now I know why I brought up Anthony. Duh. So I was telling Anthony my story about my finger, and he actually lives in he has like a Chevy Suburban or something like that, and this trailer. Let me show you his trailer. Yeah, it's really cute. There's a bed in there, there's a kitchen in the back, and I don't know how long he's been living out of his car. Actually, he said he just picked up that trailer a couple months ago. And anyway, while I was telling him about my finger, he goes, well, that's because you've never spent so much time in your car. And I was like, wow, very, very good point. Because, you know, typically when we own a vehicle, we're in it to go to point A and then to point B. We're not in there sleeping, living, packing, moving all our stuff every day. So I was like, well, that makes sense. So I didn't feel so stupid slamming my finger in the car door. But nonetheless, I did feel kind of silly. And now I have a Band-Aid on there, so ugly. And here's my asparagus. Yesterday I peeled them or broke them. Back in the day, I used to always cut my asparagus. I would just cut it right where I want it. But my friend Christopher told me, nope, that's not how you do it. You need to break each stalk, and where it naturally breaks off is how you cut it. So I've been using his method ever since, and it's really kind of only been like a week that I started using his method. But I do eat a lot of asparagus, and even though I put a little bit of olive oil in there, I'm going to add a little bit of butter for my asparagus. I don't know, it just keeps it from sticking to the pan a little bit better than the olive oil, I noticed. But that tuna is so thick that I think it's gonna take a while to cook. So I don't think I'm gonna put my asparagus on yet. But what I will do, like I normally do, is cover it with foil. That way it'll cook a little bit faster. So I'm in my same camping spot that I've been in most of the week here. I happened to get it back today. Yesterday I snuck off to, what did I do? I think I just went to the bathroom, and it's really nice. I have really nice bathrooms and showers here. And when I came back, somebody was already in my spot. So I was like, bummer. And then I was worried that they were going to be here all weekend and that I wouldn't get it back. But early this morning, I came out here, got my spot back, set up all my things, and then I left to the grocery store to get some more supplies. Excuse me, a little tickle throat. So yeah, that's where I am right now, and we'll check in a few more minutes, and I'll show you where I am in the process.